In signing an association agreement with the European Union, Ukraine has formally removed itself from its historic role as a big and significant part of Russia's sphere of influence. The Kremlin's reaction: it is Ukraine's sovereign right to do so, which is pretty restrained given Russia's strength of feeling about this agreement and everything it has done to try and stop it from becoming a reality. But it reflects what has been a recent trend, especially over the last month, a considerable softening in the language and attitude from Russia towards the situation, the ongoing crisis in Ukraine, including the removal of the tens of thousands of soldiers it had parked at the Ukrainian border, the rescinding of Parliament's authority, authorizing the use of military action in Ukraine, recognizing the Ukrainian president, backing the government's ceasefire and its peace plan. Russia says it wants to end the bloodshed, play a role in ending that violence in eastern Ukraine. But the view of Western nations is that Russia must still do more to convince those separatist and pro-Russian fighters to lay down their arms and to stop fighters and weapons from crossing the border from Russia into Ukraine. And Western countries say that is why the threat of sanctions still hangs over Russia. Now that Ukraine has signed this association agreement, Russia says it is prepared to take measures. It is talking about trade protection measures because the Russian theory is that Ukraine will now be flooded with cheaper Western goods and they could cross the border into Russia, damaging Russian businesses as well. What this means is still unclear. It could mean complete product bans. It could mean increased tariffs. But if applied, what it will mean for Ukraine is that at the same time it is getting greater access to the big European market, it will be losing access to its still important and traditional market in Russia, which will ensure further economic pain for Ukraine, at least in the short term. Phil Black, CNN, Moscow.